Hi, welcome to AI Chat Podcast. My name is Nico,
And my name is Sean.
and what we will bring to you every time we do a podcast is go over good AI tools that you can use that are productive, that could help you out. It's like the screws, like getting this, the walls in the box are coming in. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. You buy hard assets, you're paying your mortgage in funny money.
Are you too busy to grow your business?
To save your business, because if you don't do this, you won't be in business. I've been in business for 38 years. We've outsourced everything to China, and eventually the company went away.
So we can go solve other people's problems.
Well, first of all, I smelled like perfume. There were all these women.
I want Sarah.
Well, here's a bucket of water. You're in the desert. Do you want the bucket of water? No? Okay, I'm going to the next guy.
Anything else? Or is that?
That's it, isn't it? Welcome to another AI Chat podcast.
Ooh, this is episode 8.
Wow. Well, I know it sounds like a slow number, but there's a lot of work and we're going to increase our productivity. But we're here to discuss everything AI related. And we kind of include some talks about what I'm doing with the Guide to AI Tools, which is a book on Amazon. And I've done another podcast or another YouTube channel that has these little tools. And I can start with this video and it'll demonstrate a kind of fun tool that's new to ChatGPT. So let's go ahead and start it. Hi, welcome to another tutorial from the book, A Guide to AI Tools. AI will not replace human jobs. Humans using AI tools will. This is kind of a fun tutorial, and I've kind of started the process, so I'll show you what we're going to be working on. So there's a new feature in ChatGPT. It's an image of picture icon. And also, if you're using like an iPad or iPhone, you can take a picture of something. So in this case, I took a picture, well, I downloaded a picture from the internet that had a well-stocked refrigerator, as you can see. And I asked it to write 6 tasty recipes from the contents of this refrigerator.
Wow.
So here they are. Grilled chicken salad with veggies, egg and veggie omelette, pasta with tomato and basil sauce, yogurt and fruit parfait, veggie and cheese wrap, chilled cucumber. Wow. And it says you feel free to change those recipes. Let's see if we can say something else. Could you give me the steps to do recipe number 4? Type that. Speaker feature kind of stumbles upon itself. Sometimes it activates. I think the mic sometimes super overrides what you're typing. So it's kind of quirky, the mic. So let's see what it'll do with recipe number 4. And the next step, which is the trick that I'm doing on it, I'm going to give an image of a refrigerator with very little contents, and let's see how creative it can get. And unfortunately, our refrigerator has got so many ingredients that I wouldn't even know the first thing about making a meal out of it. Plus, also, if you've got things in containers and they can't see the contents, that'll make it a little more difficult. So it's thinking, we'll give it some time. So this image component of ChatGPT can be used for many other examples. Like one of them, I've already started writing. Certainly, here are the detailed steps for making the yogurt and fruit parfait. Ingredients, steps, wash the slice of fruits into bite-sized pieces. If you're using plain yogurt, for the sweetened one, layering, repeat, finishing touch, serve, and enjoy. That's pretty cool, especially when you got somebody. Well, I wouldn't say I can't cook, but I'm not a really good cook. I like to barbecue. So let's go to the little food. And this time I'm going to submit the image. Let's see what it says. before I'd submitted the image and also gave it audio instructions, and it seemed to get a little bit more confused with that. But it's a little dirty trick to do this, but we'll see what it comes up with. I actually remember the first question, and I didn't need to. Also, in the previous tutorial, I also showed you how I used my iPad to take a picture of my new bicycle. Well, I took a picture of the steering stem because I didn't know how to adjust it for height. Uh, oh, this is funny. I already made the recipes. This image showcases a refrigerator with several food items and condiments. Here are a couple of recipes you can make based on the visible contents. Pesto pasta salad, creamy fruit smoothie, open-faced sandwich with a twist. And now it's actually giving me the directions as well as the ingredients. So you see, what ChatGPT does is, and the reason why it's called Chat, is it knows what was said in the previous section. So now that I asked it to give it the instructions for recipe number 4 with this new prompt, it's now doing it for all of them. Here, this must be a simple toast, a slice of bread, spread dip from the red container. Well, that's cool. Let me see where the red container is. Is it the one up here or this one? But this is a pretty cool. Topped with thinly sliced veggies or lettuce, drizzle with some of the condiments from the fridge if desired. Anyway, I hope you liked this tutorial. It was kind of fun to do, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Oh, when you watch these videos, could you subscribe, like, and get notified? We're really starting to get some traction on these videos, and my purpose is to educate as many people as possible to have a knowledge of simple AI tools that you can start using today. Thank you. Bye. Okay, so hopefully that was interesting. Next topic, Sean, do you want to do some AI news? And I can stop sharing if you want.
Sure, yeah, let's get into it.
Okay, I'm stopping.
Grade 1. All right. Here's our first topic from today. So, if we are curious whether or not AI is able to, and give me a moment here in the background, I'm trying to set up your video. There we go. Every time I reset the screen, it seems to lose your position, but we got it back. So, if we were doubtful whether or not AI is in a place where it can start doing the work of doctors, I think we're beyond that point already. So, latest AI has a 100% success rate in spotting melanomas. So, I'm assuming, but I haven't read this article yet, but the topic or the title caught my attention. I'm assuming this is going to be a combination of uh, interpreting photos or video data information, as well as having some background information fed on what is what are these potential dots or differences on the skin that are being observed, and third, how to assess them. So this is from last Friday. Today's currently Tuesday evening, the 17th. So the ability to detect skin cancer using AI is rapidly improving. We've seen research in Berlin at a conference that AI technology has a 100% detection rate for melanoma, which, if it's not clear, it's a very serious form of skin cancer. So, with a sample size of 22,000 patients suspected with skin cancers over 2.5 years, 59 cases, which includes all the cases in this particular group of melanoma, we had a 99.5%, so essentially 100% accuracy in detecting skin cancers. And only one out of 190 individuals was missed. Wow. So that means in total, it was 92.5% effective at identifying precancerous lesions. What do you think about that, Nico?
Yeah, it's cool. And just to understand, AI is an umbrella technology. So when you talk about ChatGPT, that uses a language model to do analytics of these images. You use machine learning, and I did take a course in machine learning. And what it does is the systems improve themselves. They build knowledge upon all the images they go through, and obviously they have to have a data set of previous occurrences. So, for example, if you give it 100 images and you say, "Well, these two actually had cancer," so it builds off a data set and it uses images for detecting uh, the patients that have cancer. So that's really cool. And what's the other piece of news you have just to prove that maybe we're going to be okay with AI and we shouldn't be that scared?
Yeah, and that's what's really fascinating is AI is so broad. I mean, it could be compared to the invention of electricity. I mean, electricity wasn't just, oh, I can now power a light bulb, but what does it do? I mean, it powers your home. It powers so many things. It really runs a lot of the world. I mean, it enables Bitcoin to exist. So,
I think AI is more important than electricity, to tell you the truth. It's going to be have a much bigger impact because it was kind of romantic to have a gas lantern light at night, and actually it was good because you went to sleep really early. And I remember in Africa we used to have these kerosene lanterns, and at 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock when it got dark, we'd have dinner, we'd listen to the BBC on the radio, and go to sleep early. So I don't, electricity is great. Like this, electricity can cook a man's dinner or it can cook him.
yeah. I recently saw this clip of this guy out in a swamp, and he happened to get struck by thunder, and he actually had quite a reaction. He was fine, but he definitely felt it throughout his body. So, to get into the article, I'm not going to play this video, but just to give you a little bit of background on Brian Johnson. This is an individual, I believe, in his late 40s, I believe around 48, 49 years old. And I mean, if you can see just from the still image, he looks quite young and he's in phenomenal shape. Very low body fat and very muscular. And he spends millions of dollars every year on his body in order to maintain his physique, his skin, his cognitive abilities. And let's see what the article has to say. I already have a good idea of what it might be leaning into.
Well, go to the headlines. The headlines is what.
Okay. I think the entire article is just the video. So, okay, let's get into the video.
Yeah, go to the headline.
When we think about health and wellness, our minds usually go to the things which we start doing. We imagine exercising more and eating better and sleeping more. Our mind doesn't visit the things we can stop doing because oftentimes those are more difficult to do. But to me, the most powerful thing about this endeavor is realizing that we are a society addicted to addiction, to junk food, to processed foods, to porn, to infinite scroll. There's infinite things that we are addicted to in our society, and everyone, corporations are winning when they get us addicted to their product or service. And so, oftentimes, the most powerful thing is to stop doing the bad things. I eat whole foods. I go to bed on time. I exercise every day and I don't do bad things. That's really what I'm doing. Now, of course, again, there's a lot of nuance and detail, but that's it. I'm doing the things we all know that are good for us. And that when we do them in life, we say, wow, like I feel really great. And so oftentimes the headline of, billionaire spending 2 million a year on his body, it makes it seem like it's inaccessible and wacky and eccentric. It's really not. It's completing the things we all know that are good for us. I mean, at the personal level, my stepfather is currently in the early stages of cognitive decline. And my father reports to me that, he frequently finds himself in less acute states of mental acuity. And when you're healthy, health is forgotten until it's the only thing that matters. It's very easy for people who are in good health to make an observation about this endeavor and make some kind of snide remark or dismiss it. When you're somebody who doesn't have their health, it means something entirely different
Okay,
to
Sean,
you.
we got the
And
idea,
so
and
it's
I
different.
think it's when he says that we can all do it, and the truth of it, of the interpretation of what he's saying is that we're given all these things that we get addicted to because the companies want to addict us to them, like an iPhone.
Hmm.
It's a matter of finding out and saying, no, I shouldn't be doing this and I shouldn't be doing that. But the truth also is that when it comes to food consumption, unfortunately, the poor, lower class individuals cannot afford good food, and working mother that's got 3 kids is not going to sit there in the morning and prepare nutritious food for the kids. She'll mostly, or when she comes back at night and she's tired, it's more likely she'll go to a fast food establishment and get a quick, easy meal. So it's a matter of also your economic status, and you know, not everybody can go to Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, and
Jimbos, so on and
yeah.
so forth.
So that's a good. But look, there's always a start that we can do some of those things. Like one thing I'm trying to force myself is to exercise every day, lifting weights. It's been 7 days since I said that. I see my weights right there in front of me because I've got a stand-up desk. So as a software developer, you tend to sit a lot. So now I spend most of my time standing up at my standing desk, and I think that helps. So if you're just aware of those things, and like you said, your health is not usually in the front of prime attention, but when you don't have it, that's when it's the most important thing, which is very appropriate. So to wrap it up, what do you want to say? Well, one thing for sure is I want you guys, if you watch these videos, you think they're interesting or informative, if you subscribe to our podcast, we'd really appreciate that. And our sponsor, I forgot our sponsor and an example of what our sponsor can do.
Yes. So, once again, we are sponsored by, you might have guessed it, Go Forget. So, what Go Forget does is it enables you to, with greater efficiency and greater effect on your results from the prompts that you give to a language learning model like ChatGPT, you're getting optimized responses by using our magic sauce to weasel out or gopher
Magic
dick.
and secret sauce. The secret KFC, like it was in a safe somewhere that he had this special sauce. I'm not sure what it could be because it's just fried chicken.
Yeah. But anyway, so you take your basic prompt and you fill out a few more fields, and it's going to give you an optimized response. Here's an example of how that comes into effect. So, what I wanted to do is, we just read that article about the AI detection of melanoma, and that was an example of machine learning. Another example of machine learning is having the complexity in understanding to empathize and see a person's situation. In this case, I've posited a case where I'm having a stressful day. I have so many things I need to get done in a day. How do I hunker down? How do I get through the day? How do I get my mind in the right place to achieve what I need to do? Because I got to get everything done today. So let's see what the Gopher was able to provide for us. So first, we were given the opportunity to prioritize and plan out our day, splitting things up into a to-do list, getting all the tasks down, and breaking down larger tasks into more manageable small pieces. Okay, that's a good starting point. Simple yet effective and direct to the point. And okay, blocking out time slots and also managing your energy levels and your ability to concentrate throughout the day. Second is practicing time management, giving yourself a realistic deadline. Don't overcommit yourself. These are things that we might know, we might understand, but in the moment, if you're alone and you're in the car, and let's say you sent a voice prompt to the gopher using, voice to text, and then you had this response ready for you when you got to your destination and you're about to step into the office, and you just read this in sort of a meditative form, or just to reiterate, hey, I'm on the right path, I'm doing the right things, I just got to take one step at a time. When your mind is overloaded, just reinforcing that from a third party, whether it be a person or a prompted response, I think that's very beneficial. So we'll have, as usual, the response down below in the description, and you can read the full response there. So again, that is our sponsor, Go Forget. And I think that's a good point for our 8th episode of AI Chat Podcast. What do you think, Nico?
That's great. And you can copy it to the clipboard here and you can email it to yourself so you can read it later or keep on reading it and remind it, or maybe print it out. But anyway, thanks for watching this video. Hopefully you will continue with this journey where we prepare ourselves for a new, different world. And I think if we prepare ourselves properly, that we can benefit tremendously from all this new technology.
Yeah, as always, let us know your thoughts. Give us some feedback on the response from Go Forget. These news articles, what did you think about those? And please be sure to subscribe and stay tuned because we got a lot more coming to you. All right, this is Sean signing out.
And Nico signing out as well. Thank you. See you guys next time.
Take care.